1,500-meter run, and we have some competition here, some good times, plus we have the defending champion back in this event. As a matter of fact, we have the record holder in this event, the Division II record, 3:40.96. That was set by the defending champion Frank Assumma of Cal Riverside a couple of years ago, and he won it last year in a little slower time than that, 3:41.82. So he is back to defend the title, but Ralph, he's got competition.
Oh, he has some definite competition. There is one guy that I saw in the heats from CW Post, Harry Penn, who's listed number 2 on your program, on your screen there. Harry ran so smooth and so tough that I'm just sure that Harry's going to give Frank a good run for his money.
Okay, let's do the lane setup for you. Imlay in lane 1, then Penn in lane 2, Rich in 3, Gilbert in 4, Evering in 5, Haney in 6. There's your defending champion, Assumma, in lane 7. In lane 8, it's Lackner of Southeast Missouri, Johnson, Jones, Perez, Miller, Trujillo, and Ryan. And Trujillo is a young man we may keep our eye on.
We may keep our eye on him, too. And the guy running in lane 14, Jay Ryan, or Jim Ryan, is running off of a very, very famous name, so he might even be tough just running from that name.
Just the name might get him around there.
Jim Ryan may get him around.
Huh?
Right.
All right. Defending champion Frank Assumma.
I've always wondered, Joe, why they call the school California Riverside. I've never seen a river in Southern California.
Frank Assumma is the defending champion, 3:41.82 his time a year ago. That is not his best time. He holds the NCAA Division II record at 3:40.96, set that a couple of years ago. So he's used to winning, and he'll be very tough to beat.
And there's Harry Penn from CW Post. He ran the fastest qualifying time of 3:45.45. I'm sure Assumma was just kind of cooling it, just wanting to qualify, but Penn usually goes out front, and as you can see, there he goes, right up to the lead right now.
So Penn moves out stride for stride, nearing the lead as we are underway in the 1,500-meter run. They will make the far turn, then settle in, and we'll be able to pick up better who is exactly where at that point.
The race is almost 100 meters short of a mile, 100 meters short of 4 laps. Now, as they come down the straightaway, Harry Penn is already kind of settled into the lead. So as they cross the finish line past the judges' stand, that refreshment stand that you referred to a few minutes ago, they'll have 3 full laps to go, or 3/4 of a mile. Now.
So right now, Penn in first place. And right behind him is Tony Bilbert of Lowell.
And Tony had a qualifying time of 3:48.11, and he's going to be in the thick of it also. And you know, these guys have settled in, and 1,500 meters is usually a pretty exciting race, and they don't usually have too much trouble. It looks like moving up on the outside with UCR on his chest is old Frank Assumma.
Assumma's in pretty good position. They're really bunched up right now, right near the front. So he's really in a good position right now with just about half the race to go.
Well, he's also moved to the front now, and as you can see the UCR on his chest. So Frank has decided that he'd better get a little taste of this action. I once had an old coach who told me it's better to lead once than never at all. I don't know that that's Frank Assumma's strategy, because Frank Assumma is defending champion and certainly wants to win it. But Harry Penn right behind him is going to give him a good run for his money.
So right now, Assumma the defending champion in first, Harry Penn of CW Post in second, and then Tony Bilbert of Lowell holding on to the number 3 spot.
And number 560 there in 4th place is Hector Perez of Cal Poly SLO.
Now, we mentioned at the top of this race Mike Trujillo of Cal Northridge, and he has not made a move as yet, but he had an excellent time coming in here, so we'll still keep an eye out for him. And there's our split time.
1:58 for the half. That's moving along. They're going to run, if they can hold that, they probably are going to run well under the meet record. They could break 3 minutes and 40 seconds. They could run very, very well. Frank Assumma has the capability. He's done it before.
Assumma and Penn have moved out in front of the rest of the field right now and are bidding to make it just a 2-man race at this stage.
Well, Assumma is making it a 1-man race, and you can see Penn struggling a little bit now. And they've got the gun lap now, and Penn's got to reach back for everything he's got, because Assumma has now begun to open up.
And he has been here before.
And so that experience is very, very important now. Remember again, the sun is out now. It's very hot. Look at the NCAA meet record time of 3:33.1, and so he's going to have to really go to beat that. But Penn is struggling, not Assumma. Assumma is smooth. Penn's not going to finish in the top 3.
Assumma is really moving out all by himself right now, and you're right, Ralph. Assumma, or Penn rather, is out of it. He's being caught by 3 runners right now.
He's spent. He really is spent, and I don't know that he'll have any left. But he seems to be picking up all of a sudden. But that race is for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th because Assumma just has this one in his hip pocket. It's just a question of how fast Assumma is going to try and run.
Frank Assumma, the defending champion of Cal Riverside, all by himself, coming down the stretch, will win it going away. Battle for 2nd and 3rd place, and it is a tight one.
But there's Assumma into the tape, the winner.
Jack Lackner of Southeast Missouri State finished 3rd. We'll pick up the 2nd place finisher for you momentarily, but Lackner came from nowhere for Southeast Missouri State to take 3rd, and the 2nd place finisher, try to pick up his number for you, 6:54. Would be Jim Ryan, the young man you mentioned of Northwest Missouri State. So it would appear unofficially that Ryan will take 2nd spot and Lackner will take 3rd. So Missouri did well in the 2nd and 3rd positions.
Well, and Jim Ryan, as I said, running off a really good name. The great Jim Ryan out of Kansas, who ran so well for so many years. It's kind of hard to wear a name like that and not do well.
Well, Ralph, too, we mentioned that Assumma, with all that experience coming into this race, knew what to do. He set out to do it, as you pointed out. He likes to run in front, evidently, took the lead and was never headed. He trailed through the first lap, and that was about all. About halfway through the race, took over 1st place, and it was all him going away the rest of the way. And his time not as good as he's done in the past, but 3:44.5.